And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at the Polish Deputy Prime Minister's words as he's accused Germany of using the EU to create a Fourth Reich. But before we get into this, I'd like to just wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I hope you had a great day. I have been off for 3 days because I didn't want to bring any bad news to anyone when we're concentrating on our family and our friends and sticking the two fingers up to Bozo and his completely useless sage advice, shall we say. So I hope you had a great one, everyone. But anyway, let's get into this video. Poland's Deputy Prime Minister, I won't read his name, Jaroslaw, leader of the country's governing, ruling Law and Justice Party, has accused Germany of trying to create a Fourth Reich by pushing for a European Union federal state. Now, we have been warning about this for quite some time, but Germany have done something recently that is quite terrifying, in my honest opinion. Look at the picture for a start. This isn't years ago, by the way. That's not a historical photo in the slightest. But anyway, let's continue with what he says. He made these comments in an interview with Polish media, explaining that the term Fourth Reich was not so much a reference to the Third Reich of National Socialist Germany as to the First Reich of the Holy Roman Empire. So I thought we'd have a quick look at what the Fourth Reich is. Now, the term Third Reich was coined by Arthur Moeller van der Broek in 1923 in his book Das Dritte Reich, and he defined the Holy Roman Empire as the Second Reich. So he's got that one wrong, unless this is wrong. Now, the Third Reich, as we all know, was an ideal state including all German peoples and Austria, and thus the successor to the Roman Empire. We also know it as what the Nazis used to legitimize their regime as a successor state to the retroactively named First and Second Reichs. The Polish Conservative added that if his fellow countrymen were to agree to further federalisation of the European Union, we would be downgraded in various ways, and said that such a change to the EU would amount to a modern subjugation of the Polish people. So it seems like the leaders of Poland are actually angling now to get rid of the EU altogether, because they've seen that federalisation, i.e. centralisation of all power, will remove all of their power to rule and regulate themselves. So it does seem like this is another nail in the coffin, does it not? Now, here's another picture, and this was soldiers of the German Guard Battalion as they've held torches, tiki torches, during a grand tattoo, a ceremonial sending off for outgoing German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Now, you tell me that that doesn't look worrying. So he's well within his rights to be actually putting this through. Now, obviously, Poland are in a fair few issues with the EU anyway, as they're actually kicking off because Poland said that rules coming from the EU were unconstitutional, and therefore they didn't have to listen to them. So they've been trying to blackmail and force them into compliance, to the extent where they're actually charging €1 million per day in fines. So you can understand why the leaders want to be rid of the EU. So it may be a Pole exit coming. I hope you do, Poland. I really hope you do. Nothing good is going to come from the EU. If this is the sort of thing that the centralist nations are doing, I think, yeah, you're right to be a bit worried. So I'd like to know your opinion on this one. Do you think that that's worrying? Do you think these pictures are worrying? Because look, they've even got the standard. Dodgy, that to me. Let me know what you think, though. If you're new to the channel, please share it out. Stay sane. See you on the next one.